Am I the asshole for keeping my name change a secret for 5 years?
Name change?
Sounds like your own business.
That's true. I gotta agree.
All right. Well, let's hop into it and see how unhinged this name is.
Oh, no.
So, my 26 female parents decided to name my sister and I after American states.
Can we guess?
For $200. Can you guess the states?
Montana.
I actually don't have $200. But
and Georgia.
Carolina.
And?
Oh.
There's 2 states.
Massachusetts.
Okay.
God damn.
Both wrong.
Fuck.
I have permission to share her name.
Georgia.
Okay, you guys can't keep guessing. He already guessed Georgia.
Oh, right. Utah.
You got to get checked. My guy.
I have permission to share her name, Arizona, and I was called Pennsylvania at birth.
Pennsylvania is crazy. Arizona?
That is wild.
I can at least be like, you're a fan of Grey's Anatomy, Arizona. That's a thing.
Damn. I thought they named her out of a fucking 99-cent can of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like at least with Georgia or like
Carolina.
Dakota or
Dakota,
Carolina.
yeah. Dakota's a nice name.
Yeah. Trying to think of anyone else.
Oh,
yeah,
New Orleans.
Virginia?
Of course.
Yeah. Virginia's a good one. Yeah. At least those ones are like names already. So, but Pennsylvania is a tough one, I gotta say.
Imagine being a kid.
Massachusetts.
I guessed it because that's like the hardest state to say.
And that was the closest one.
But
probably.
Pennsylvania is not far off. Imagine being a kid and being like, your name is Pennsylvania. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
How do I
What do you call her?
Done.
Penny?
Probably Penn.
Yeah, Penny's. Yeah, Penny. Yeah, my parents are weird. I guess they thought geographical names were cool, but I think there's a huge difference between calling your child Arizona or Dakota or Paris versus Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's tough.
They're massive Republicans and American lovers, so maybe they wanted to be patriotic.
Oh, okay.
For as long as I can remember, everyone has called me Penn or Penny, so nailed that one. My parents insisted that everyone was to call me by my full name, but most people could see how ridiculous my parents were being. My sister, 28 female, didn't struggle as much with her name since Arizona sounded better than Pennsylvania, and then the Grey's Anatomy character, Arizona Robbins, made the name seem quite cool as we got older.
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
Sean's on a roll.
I've
here.
side watched it with Nancy. She's watched it a couple times.
I was mocked and teased as a child in elementary school because of my parents' insistence on my full name. They would literally berate my teachers for letting me write Penny on my work/books.
Your parents are
weird.
Yeah.
When I was 21, I got my name legally changed to Penelope.
Oh, what a pretty name.
Yeah, that's a way better, I gotta say. Most people I had met in college assumed that I went by Penny as a nickname for Penelope. Even my boyfriend's mother called me Penelope because I was too embarrassed to tell her that Penny was short for Pennsylvania. I kept it a secret from my parents and close family because I knew my parents would go mental and accuse me of being disrespectful of their choice, which is insane to me because
it's
like,
suck my ass.
Name.
Yeah.
It's true. They absolutely
You don't have to deal with this. I'm getting married this summer to my lovely boyfriend. Oh, Tom.
I thought his name is Michigan. I thought his name is Michigan or something.
How wild.
No, I thought it said Torn, and I was like, what the fuck?
My fiance, Washington.
George for short. So my boyfriend, Tom, 31 male. And as you all know, you have to say your full name in your wedding ceremony when doing your vows. I knew I had to fess up about the name change because the alternative would have been hoping they kept quiet when they heard me say, I, Penelope, instead of I, Pennsylvania. I invited them over to my house and tried to tell them in a really calm way that I had changed my name, but they freaked out. They said that I was disrespectful, I was calling their choice dumb, etc. They're now refusing to attend the wedding.
Good.
Yeah.
It feels like borderline abuse. You know what I mean?
It does.
To where where the daughter's like, even as a kid being like, I'm writing Penny on my shit because I want to be Penny. And then for you to like yell at the teachers to be like, only call her Pennsylvania. Like,
Pennsylvania.
It feels weird. Like you're not looking out for your kid You're not, wanting what's best for your kid. You're like letting them openly get bullied, I guess. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah. Not letting them have any autonomy either.
How old was she when she changed her name, Josh? Did it say?
21.
Okay.
So I know I'm not the asshole for changing my name, but my parents are particularly pissed about how I kept it hidden for 5 years before telling them. Most people I know agree with them. They think I should have had the courage to be honest with them years ago so that they would have had time to get used to it, instead of me dropping the news to them 2 months before my wedding and causing all the drama. Few other family members have dropped out.
Dropped out? Do people really care that bad? I don't want them at the wedding then anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks for saving me money.
Yeah, less
the
place
money
for you
is
to pay for.
2 months ahead of time. The money has been spent. But you can invite other people.
Yeah, I don't think you have to have the number. Well, depending on the venue, I guess. You don't have to have the
well, I mean, if you're doing everything a la carte, I guess. If you're going through the venue, maybe. But if you have like your food vendor and like, your seats, all that shit.
That's true. Yeah.
Numbers are set. That's why people get last minute invites.
Yeah.
My poor sister, who is the maid of honor, is having a nightmare with this. My parents believe they had the right to know much earlier. So am I the asshole?
Hell
I'll say
no.
Do I agree with your friends that maybe you should have told them sooner? I think that, I don't, as soon at 21, you should be able to be like, I'm changing my name. If y'all don't fuck with it, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But again,
I guess,
but also I don't think you're really an asshole either way. I just think maybe it would have been more beneficial to everyone involved had you just been like, hey, I'm changing my name. But again, like you're not the asshole for telling them 2 months. You could have just let them know at the altar.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't think the parents like deserve to know, or anyone else deserve to know for that matter, that for 21 years, that name has caused you nothing but turmoil, bullying, and like mockery and all that. And for you to drop that name at your own, and you took control of your name back. Baby girl, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit what your parents feel like. They set you up for failure. So do what you need to do. I don't blame you for one bit. Not even an asshole at the slightest.
Yeah, and my only thing to your point, Sean, of like telling them earlier, it's like it's not something you think you'll maybe ever have to tell them. You know what I mean? And then you come to the realization when you're wedding planning, you're like, oh fuck, like it's probably not something you should thought about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I guess
it's probably she grew up in an abusive situation with parents who are very strict, and she was just like, you know what, probably better I just never tell them. And then realizing later down the line, fuck, I have to tell them because it's going to come out either way. So that would be my only argument towards like telling them earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
She probably just didn't think about it and, knew how her parents would react, so didn't want to bother with it.
Yeah.
And probably thought she never would have to bother with it. So
and dude, those parents sounds authoritarian as hell. For them to actively correct teachers to only refer to her by her full name and full name only, not even giving the kid the autonomy to be like, hey, yes, my full name is like Pennsylvania, but I would love to be called Penny, and not even giving them that autonomy. They wanted to control their kid throughout the rest of their lives. Man, fuck those parents. They're weird as hell.
Yeah, I agree. Reddit team not the asshole, and diligent midscore comfort midscore 191 said not the asshole. You can change your name if you want to, and the name your parents lumbered you with at the birth was an excellent reason to do so. From what you've written, I suspect your parents would have blown up whatever, and the 5 years is just a pretense to hang their anger on. 2 months is enough to get used to the idea too. As for boycotting the wedding because of it, they need to get over themselves. This is a big overreaction to, in my mind. It sounds like your parents need to grow up, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree too. And 2 months is long enough to be like, oh yeah, okay. You know what?
Honestly, like 1 week is enough to be like, oh, okay. Yeah. So you really didn't like Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Which
should have been obvious anyway.
Yeah. Me personally, I probably would have told as soon as it happened, because I'm like, if you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me.
That's fair.
But I also understand being like, you're lucky I'm telling you at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
if they really want to name fucking anything, like whatever the hell they want, as stupid as it is, bro, get a pet, adopt a pet, and name them like all the states that you want, for all I give a shit.
Yeah.
But your kid,
name them Artemis.
look at that. Kids get bullied, man, and that's you don't set them up for failure like that.
Yeah.
At least if
I
it
agree.
like that, yeah, the weird names are tough. Like ethnic names, I could, because I feel weird when people are like, oh, why would you name your kid like an ethnic name? I'm like, okay, well, don't be fucking
Chill.
You're racist.
Yeah, you need to chill.
But yeah, when it's like fucking airplane inspector, I feel like that's a famous celebrity name. Somebody named their kid airplane inspector.
What
Then
the
it's
fuck?
like, okay,
Wait,
well,
what? What?
I could be tripping, but I feel like there's a celebrity child named airplane inspector or something close to that. And it's just like, all right, well, what are you doing here?
Airplane inspector?
There's some sort of inspector. I don't know if that's the correct one, but there's a wild one.
Oh yeah. Pilot inspector
Pilot inspector
was
is a child's name. Insane.
the My Name is Earl star. That's who it was. That's crazy.
Yes.
Wild.
At that point, you're like,
Oh.
all right, well, this is not an ethnic name. I can't defend it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, name
ruining
your
my
kid
child's
like-
life for my entertainment.
Yeah, name your kid like Shant or something.
How dare you?
That'd be okay.
Yeah. Normal name.
How fucking
Get
dare you?
therapy.